This is the first poem in my book, The Death of Music Journalism. This is called Simon Sweetman, This Is Your Life. I was thinking about how one time we couldn't afford the bills in the flat. A guy had drawn up a charter. He'd even used the word vestiges. And there was a flat meeting because I was dragging the chain. The power was going to be disconnected. The internet in its infancy would no longer slow crawl at all. And it was up to me. Time to be a hero. That's how I saw it. Actually, time to just pay the bills. I had to sell some of my CDs. I sat in my room. I chose 10 of several hundred. I felt disgusted. I went down to the lounge for a break and a drink. I lit a smoke. So dramatic. Thought long and hard about the next things to go. The symphonic hits of Phil Collins was an easy choice. So was the very best of Elvis Costello. I had all the albums is all, so no need for that compilation too. But what else could go? Sure, there was a bunch of CDs by obscure 80s jazz drummers. There was that Brendan Powell one. His harmonica classics sounded like rubbing your tummy and patting your head. But it wasn't the sort of magic trick you needed to listen to often. I softened when I returned, started chucking out Frank Zappa this and Beach Boys that, Dolly Parton, Guns N' Roses too, tit for tat. I took the CDs and a squash racket, an old robot, some books, a hockey stick, various other things to cash converters. It didn't convert to very much cash. I took them straight back and down the road to the second-hand stores. First time for me, I didn't think I'd be back. I thought I had to build a collection. I didn't seem to be thinking too hard about contingencies for how to listen to the collection if I couldn't pay the power bill. But still, I thought you had to have it all. Every album, the good and the bad, the terrible, the silly, the magical, the miserable. And then a guy in a shop told me that a collection was like a garden. It would only bloom after a good prune. I looked at him like he was Shakespeare, Rimbaud, Baudelaire. Fuck, I didn't care. I thought it was so profound. The power bill got paid and plenty of other CDs stayed in my room. Some I listened to, some were lined up almost straight away for the next cull. Can you imagine a time when music was currency? When you could pay your bills by selling your CDs? Years on, I sold 4 crates of records, no issue, did it in a heartbeat. My sons, in fact. That'll get you realising what's important. You better have the fucking power on, and all the other shit that doesn't matter better be out of the way. You better have something in the backup in case the shit hits the fan. And if you're changing a nappy with some sort of electrical cooling device on, well, that's on you, so to speak. The disturbing thing in all of this, beyond the shit hits fan joke that I hammered way too hard, beyond even the flagrant use of the word vestiges back in the first verse, is how perverse it is that 20 years ago I paid the overdue bills by selling CDs. Now I sort out our shortfalls by selling old LPs. In 2 decades, the only thing I have worth selling, all I can offer of myself is the music I thought defined me. Stuff that everyone else takes for free, that means nothing to most in terms of any investment. Music, the food of love, play on, play on. Buy my second-hand songs I got from anyone else. I've no idea what I'm trying to say here, so there is, I guess, more than one constant.